The new stimulus package includes $25 billion in rental assistance, and it extends the CDC's eviction moratorium for another month. Housing advocates say those are essential steps to keep millions of Americans in their homes this holiday season. But as LEX 18's Mike Valenti reports, their work isn't over. As he continues our big story team coverage.
During the months-long stalemate on Capitol Hill, millions of Americans were plunging into poverty. Housing advocacy groups were fighting to alleviate some of that burden, lobbying for $100 billion in rental assistance. The final number ended up being $25 billion, with a minimum of $200 million going to each state.
I think that those things that we like about it mean that it's a good kind of down payment while Leader McConnell works on just maybe more comprehensive solutions for what we're facing right now.
Whitney Reynolds is the Director of Development and Grants Management for the Homeless and Housing Coalition of Kentucky. In addition to more funding, she wants to see the incoming president, Joe Biden, sign an executive order on day one, extending the eviction moratorium well past February.
We know that folks are still hurting and they're not going to, coronavirus isn't going to be gone in a month. We know that folks are behind in rent.
According to Moody's Analytics, back rent owed by those struggling averages about $6,000 per household. And although the CDC's eviction moratorium prohibits landlords from evicting tenants for non-payment, they can be evicted for other reasons. Housing advocates have relayed stories about landlords getting creative.
We've also seen leases that have come to the end of their, or tenants that have come to the end of their leases and landlords not giving the option to re-up that lease.
So she was a little bit behind on rent. Landlord found out that he couldn't evict her for that. So then he decided to evict her because her son was living with her, but he wasn't on the lease. Her son was like 20, 21 years old. So the landlord thought that he should be on the lease.
Bo Revlett is an organizer with the Lexington Housing Justice Collective. He and other activists have been monitoring the nearly 2,000 eviction filings in Lexington since August.
No one should be evicted during a pandemic. This is not justice. This is not due process.
Revlett provided LEX 18 this sound from a virtual eviction hearing in Lexington Monday morning when protesters disrupted court.
That's what advocates mean whenever we say that the city and the state need to cancel rent and debt. It's not that we're saying that money doesn't need to go to landlords. No, we agree, like landlords are a business that have been affected by the pandemic, but they shouldn't be continuing their business by making people lose their home.
Revlett says he is grateful for the rental assistance in the package, but he's not sure it'll be enough or if it will even reach tenants in time because people are being evicted right now. In Lexington, Mike Valenti, LEX 18 News.